Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have two former Miami Hurricanes getting ready to match up. It's Greg Olsen going up against Jimmy Graham. So let's go now to Charlotte, North Carolina, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, a matchup in the NFC South as we join you from Bank of America Stadium.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with Bill Sims. It always gets ratcheted up, the intensity that is, when you got a divisional matchup at your hands like you do today.
There's no doubt about that, Jim. When you play a division opponent the second time around, you know, there's that animosity that grows from the first game. Which coaching staff can come up with a different scheme in a different way of attacking the opponent is the one that's going to have the best chance to win here today.
Waiting for the kick is Fozzie Whitaker in his second year out of the University of Texas. And Thomas Morstead looks set now to kick it away. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. He is the first player with 10,000 passing yards and over 1,000 rushing yards in a first three-season career. Quarterback Cam Newton.
Cam Newton, here's a quarterback that's all in one. That's the only way to say it. He can run the football with speed. He can break tackles because of the power. And he can make all the throws because of that good throwing arm.
Taking it right up the middle. And at the 25, he'll be brought down. And that's the type of run I think this offense would take all game long, Phil.
Oh, would they ever? They would love this. This is showing your dominance here. The offensive line doing a good job, but also a solid job by the running back picking up some good yards. Always a chess match early in the game to see what your opponent is going to do. Good run that time by the offense. They pick up good yards. Maybe the defense will have to start crowding the line of scrimmage more.
The Panthers from the 32. That's Newton over to Olsen for the catch. Olsen's tackled down after a gain of 7.
The Panthers did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now second and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
Offense lines up here.
The Panthers have it at the 39.
Trying to work that left side.
Burns all over that offense and brings him down. Let's set the lineups now for this offense at wideout out of Florida State. A good-looking prospect in Kelvin Benjamin.
Yes, Jim, he's a good-looking wide receiver, and he also has great size. He will be the perfect fit for the Carolina Panthers and catching passes from Cam Newton.
The Panthers have it at the 34. Williams going to take the handoff now.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
Well, this is a classic case, wasn't it? Of let's bend, but don't break. That's what the defense did. They gave up some first downs, but they stopped the offense when it counted.
The fake is on, and they're looking to pick up the first. Dragged to the ground. Looks like he's still about a yard short of the first.
Here comes the former Super Bowl MVP for the New Orleans Saints, quarterback Drew Brees.
Drew Brees, even though he's 6'1", he plays so much taller. Look at him. He has long arms, big hands, stands very tall when he throws the football. One of the reasons why he is spectacular when it comes to throwing the football from the pocket.
Focusing now on this offensive unit, Marcus Colston is always a favorite target.
He is a tremendous target for the quarterback, and I'll tell you this, it doesn't matter if he's covered, he's always open. If you throw it out there and there's tight coverage, he'll find a way to come down with the catch.
The Saints from the 37.
They'll run it with Mark Ingram.
Keithley's there to take him down. As we set now the defense, remember, he was the defensive player of the year in 2013, and he is Luke Kuechly.
What a year he had in 2013, and I'll tell you what, he had an unbelievable year in 2012. Also, knows how to get to the football, has the instincts and the talent, and man, can he get it done.
The punter awaits the snap. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
Newton's lined up. 2 tight ends set.
Drop back. Shotgun formation.
Pass is intercepted.
That brings the play to an end.
Jim, this defense is just attacking today. They got the offense backed up. They go after them. They're aggressive. And what does it do for them? It gets them an interception inside the opponent's 20-yard line.
First down coming up. With drop back. And he's thrown to the ground.
The defense on that play, they were not fooled. They see the pass coming. They get the penetration. They get to the quarterback quick, and that's a big sack down near the goal line.
Second and goal from the 2.
He'll fire it out to the left.
Good defense to deflect the pass and force the incompletion.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with the pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Third and goal to go from the 2.
He's looking to the right here on this throw.
And sailing out of bounds.
Third and goal. You don't get in the end zone. What do you do now? Call the right play. Give your team a chance to put a touchdown on the board.
Drives it through for the field goal.
Well, Jim, that field goal puts them in the lead. It was a nice drive by the offense, and what it does, it just gives you confidence. You did some positive things on the field, and it should carry over for you for the rest of the game.
They come to the line, and it's first down.
Stewart's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Newton, handoff for about 4. This defensive lineup today hopes to put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and that means that Cameron Jordan will be one player to watch.
Cameron Jordan on the Saints defense is coming into his own. No doubt about it. Just keeps getting better. Just one of those tall, athletic defensive ends. And last year he was terrific. I expect him to be even better this year.
Number 50 makes the sack.
Well, that was an aggressive play by the defense. That's risk-reward. The reward, of course, is sacking the quarterback like they did. Well, the risk is if you don't get there, you could give up a big play.
Handoff to Jonathan Stewart.
That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
And it'll be Nortman back to punt. And it's a fake. They're running a fake.
Tackles made. Great starting field position for the offense. They send the tight end in motion. First down and 10.
this goes incomplete. Breeze can't connect.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
And Ingram's in the backfield. Single back set. They're going to get him here for a sack.
Well, that's the quarterback's fault. My gosh. The safety, that's who he is supposed to look at all times. When he's under center and when he drops back, he takes his eyes off of him. And what happens? Well, he gets sacked.
Thomas lined up in the backfield.
Third and long.
And he's going to be dropped for the sack. That's going to bring up fourth down after just a three-play series.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the third down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
No return as this goes for a touchback.
First down on the way.
The Saints with a nickel look here on defense. And now Newton's going to take off.
Secures it with two hands.
Gains 19.
Newton's able to get outside the pocket that time. They force him out. He moves and nice and smooth, doesn't hurry himself, and he completes the pass.
They face first down.
Here's the handoff, trying to plow ahead. Hawthorne's in on the tackle.
What that run does, it just puts the offense in a good situation. So a good, positive run.
That's second down coming up.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Vaccaro takes him down.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Nickel formation here for the defense. 3rd and 2.
Gonna try and scramble now. Pulls it in, and he races out of bounds at that point.
Interesting situation right here in the gym. 4th and short near midfield. You're behind. It's in the first half. Do you go for it to try to get momentum back on your side, or do you punt it away? Me, I would punt it. We'll see what the coach does.
Solid chunk of yardage picked up by Mike Tolbert.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. The defense comes out in the nickel.
Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun.
Down the field. Could have been intercepted.
Well, Jim, I threw a lot of passes like that in my career where it should have been intercepted and the guy dropped it and you just go, yes, I got a break. Now can you capitalize on that break?
The Panthers have it at the 34, and Williams is handed the football.
On the way, 3rd down.
Newton set in the pistol.
Gets away from the pressure. He's got a wide open alley.
Nice awareness that time by the quarterback. Sometimes when you drop back, don't be too stubborn. Stand in that pocket and take a hit. If you have to run, take off. He gets it done that time and picks up a first down.
First down at the 17. Newton's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. Off the mark here as this throw heads out of bounds.
This will be second down.
Cam Newton takes a look now from under center.
And he's taken down.
Number 95.
That's what all defensive coordinators love to see, when they don't have to blitz and one of their defensive linemen gets a sack without any blitzing.
This long drive continues. Now on the move. Slides down.
A field goal to tie the game. If he makes it, the game is tied. And it's a fake field goal. He's brought down at the 25-yard line.
The defense loves it that the offense gambled and went for it on 4th down where a field goal would have tied the game, and they stopped them. That's a nice job by the defense.
Drew Brees has it under center. Left side.
Ingram's the guy, anytime he gets a chance to get in the secondary and make a big play, he thinks he's going to take it for a touchdown. Not this time. It's a big run, but still well done.
The Saints take it from the 38. Mark Ingram carries the football. And Kuechly in on the tackle.
When I was a quarterback, I loved it when they called the draw play, because I know that defensive line, they're all trying to go after the quarterback, and nobody's prepared for the run.
The Saints take it from the 43.
Throwing now to his left.
Able to make the tackle about 2 yards shy of the first.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
3rd and 1. They'll run it with Mark Ingram. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
This is called managing the football game as a head coach. What are you doing here? You've got to lead. It's close. It's 4th down. It's short yardage. You're near midfield. Don't do it. Punt the football away. And if the other team's going to go ahead, make them drive the length of the field.
The Panthers offense heads on to the field.
Offense lines up here. Dropping back 3. And now he'll take off. Breaks free. And he's brought to the ground.
On defense nowadays, I don't care who's back there as the quarterback. You must be aware and not let them out of the pocket. Any quarterback in the NFL now can scramble out there and pick up some yards. Good job that time by the QB, and he gets the first down.
Coming to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 3rd time.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Stewart lined up in the backfield.
2nd down and 13. And here's the throw. Cam Newton throws it down the field. And Vaccaro nearly picked it off.
Just not a good decision by the quarterback. I mean, maybe on the sidelines they keep calling the wrong plays, but he's attacking the strength of this cover 2 defense. Don't do that. Throw where they're not. That's deep down the middle.
3rd and 13.
Out of the pocket. And now Cam Newton with the deep throw. Incomplete.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? Anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
And it'll be Nortman back to punt. The fake is on, and they're looking to pick up the first. Incomplete.
What a place to start for the offense.
Ingram lines up in the backfield. Brees in shotgun formation. Has his target.
That picks up 7.
Good play call that time by the offensive coordinator. Down inside, when you're inside that 20-yard line or the red zone, find ways to complete the pass. They did that time.
And here we have second down. Offense lines up here.
Breeze with the handoff.
And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Good job by the defense that time. Everybody's expecting a pass. They were ready for the run, and they stopped the offense for a short gain in the red zone.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
Breeze is going to take it from the shotgun.
The pass doesn't find a mark. Should be an easy one here. And he converts here on the field goal try.
Now the defense is going to be excited. They come out there. The offense has great field position, but they stop them. But they give up 3 points, but still a victory for the defense.
Saints ready here for the kickoff.
And this is Whitaker running it out. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return.
It's first down as they head to the line.
Stewart is in the backfield.
3-step drop. Getting away from the pressure.
Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete.
Good job that time by the quarterback. Gets out of the pocket fast and not able to make the throw for the completion, though.
Second down after the incompletion.
Cam Newton takes a look now from under center.
Jonathan Stewart with the football.
Stiff arms to stay on his feet. Vaccaro on the tackle.
Panthers offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground.
Newton standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
He's scrambling now.
Has to hurry the throw.
Oh, and almost picked off that time.
The defense did everything right in that situation. They were in the right spot. They were smart. They read the quarterback's eyes, but they dropped the pass.
Second down coming up.
Newton's got it in the gun. Takes off with it.
Brought down at the 47-yard line. Third down. On this passing down, the defense comes out in the nickel.
Newton in shotgun formation.
Scrambling now.
Brown's got the catch on the touch throw.
Newton's able to take advantage of the defense this time. They lose their assignments. They force him out of the pocket, and he's on the run. Nice job of finding the guy down the field and making the throw.
Williams is in the backfield. The Panthers will take the snap from the 40.
Williams up the middle. Burns there to make the tackle. After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8. receivers are bunched up.
Stewart's going to secure the handoff.
He's tackled right at the 36.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time, and they stopped the play for a short gain.
After that last run, it sets up 3rd and 6. Offense lines up here.
They call his number once more.
Running right through the trenches.
No gain on the play.
And it'll be Nortman back to punt.
And it's a fake. They're running a fake for a gain of about 5.
The Saints will begin their drive from the 31 now.
Now 1st and 10.
And Ingram's got it on the handoff. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Got to give the defense some credit on 1st down. There's so many things. the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Second down following the run.
From the gun, Drew Brees ready for the snap.
From the shotgun. He had no time to get set.
Manage the football game. That's what you have to do as a quarterback. You're winning a close game and it's third long. Well, manage it. Know what to do. Don't force the play here. If it's not there, throw it away and just punt the football.
They face third down after the incomplete pass. Cooks is going to get set in the slot for this snap. And he's going to be dropped. That's a 3 and out for the offense.
We got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
So now they'll bring out Morstead to punt. Looking for a lane on the return.
This is a big-time return.
The return game, so important in winning in the NFL. That time, the good return. What it does, it flips field position and just gives you a better chance of scoring.
The Panthers snap it at the 36. Bunkley's the one who made the big stop.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play.
Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. Offense lines up here.
Newton's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
Scrambling out of the pocket. Throw to the left. And a flag is down. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. A lot to overcome here, especially that penalty, and it's third down. Nickel formation for the defense here.
They'll go ground. Fights through contact. Keeps his legs moving. What a run by Stewart. Boy, these numbers just don't add up. They're running the football. They're owning the line of scrimmage, but they're behind on the scoreboard. How do you figure, Phil?
How many times have you and I talked about this? Stats lie in football. You know, there's many stories when you watch a football game. They're running it well. If they stay with the gym and they keep having success, I think they'll find a way to win.
Power surge for 6. Touchdown.
Cam Newton with a touchdown run, and at times you look at him and say, how in the world do you stop him, Phil?
It's hard to stop him. Anytime the Carolina Panthers are inside the 5-yard line, my first thought on the defensive side is this. Cam Newton's going to run the football, and if you're not ready for it, he's going to walk into the end zone like he did that time.
The Panthers can take the lead with the extra point. And it's a fake. Breaks free. You talk about momentum. That turns into an 8-point trip, the touchdown and the 2.
This offense and the head coach and the offensive coordinator, they're all aggressive. So, hey, well, it's not good enough just to get a touchdown. They want to get that extra point or 2 points. Nice job that time.
They're lining up here for the onside kick. The onside kick is turned away, and the receiving team has it. First down, offense readying for the snap. Ingram lines up in the backfield. Fumble. A player is down on the field, and the training staff comes out, and we'll step aside for just a moment. And welcome back. Danielle Bellini is working on getting us an update on the injury as we return to action. Second down here.
Get ready. Break for the
Out of the shotgun. They bring him down one more time. The Saints are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. Offense ready for action coming out of their timeout. Third down on the way with 1 minute to go in the second quarter. Cooks in the slot. The Saints snap it at the 36. Pierre Thomas takes the handoff. They bring him down, and the offense fails to pick up a first down on 3 plays.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
The Saints will punt the football. It'll be a touchback. The Panthers ready to take over the football. There's a lot of extra weight out there for this jumbo set. Running away from the pressure. He's into the open. He'll pick up 7 this time. So that's going to do it for the first half. Panthers are up in this one.
All right, welcome to the Verizon Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back now at the first half. Both teams have arguably played well enough to be leading at this point, but you see the score and realize this one may very well come down to the wire. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights. Panthers with the ball midway through 1. Newton's able to squeeze the pass in here. That connection will lead to a gain of 19 yards. Continuing on the drive. Panthers take over late in the second. Stewart's got fantastic blocking up front. He'll end up running for over 20 yards on the play. Still late in the first half, Newton's looking for room to run, and he caps off the 2-play drive with the score. They would go ahead by 2. So that's a wrap for us. We'll head back now to Bank of America Stadium for the start of the second half.
All right, Larry, thank you for that from the studios and halftime. We're going to transition now. We're about to get the third quarter underway. Makes the catch at the 7. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. First down here. Breeze has everybody split out wide for this snap. The third quarter begins with this play. Jimmy Graham with the grab. We see now just some of the many hits this quarterback has taken during a challenging day for him, Phil.
Jim, it's very understandable why he is not playing well today. Think about it. When you have less time to make a decision on where to throw the football, you are not going to have a great day.
Ingram lines up in the backfield. The Saints snap it up at the 26. And he's forced to the ground.
I don't know if they were confused or not, but the left side of the offensive line that time, they were not aggressive. They got pushed back, and they give up a sack of the quarterback.
Cooks is lined up now as a slot receiver. He'll take the snap from the gun. On the money. He's brought down.
Saints just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down by a few points in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Drew Brees has it under center. Back to the air here on first down. Here's Colston.
A lot of times you look at the drag route and you think that's the safety valve. You know what? It is. The quarterback is always taught to look down the field. If there's nobody open, throw it to the drag route coming across the field. That time they did it. It's just short of getting the first down.
Double tight end formation. The Saints snap it at the 41. They'll go ground.
Saints look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Down a couple points here in the second half. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
First down here after the run. Two tight ends on the field here. Mark Ingram carries the football. They knock him down, and he's still 2 yards short of the first. That leads us to second down. Thomas lines up in the backfield. Brees. Colston's got it. First down.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
First and 10. Handoff. He's headed right, and that's a 2-yard gain. It's now second down. Wide receivers stacked up on this play. They'll run it with Mark Ingram. They bring him down at the 29-yard line.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stopped him for a short gain.
Let's see what they do on this third down situation. Looking short, but the pass ball's incomplete.
This is what separates offensive lines in the NFL in obvious passing situations. Like this one on third down, can you hold up and protect your quarterback to give him time to make those throws? Well, the answer to this one right now is no.
Puts it through the uprights. Needed plenty of leg on that one.
That was a good hold, good kick, 3 points. Good job by the offense.
The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. And the tackle is made right around the 32-yard line. The Panthers getting ready now to start their drive. Stewart lined up in the backfield. First down at the 32. And he takes off. It's wide open. Tackle made by Bird that time.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
1st and 10. And Gillette's able to read that play and make the hit.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Stewart's lined up in a single back formation. The defense gets the sack.
Well, when you see the defense is going to blitz and you can't pick it up, as a quarterback, you've got to change the pass protection. Remember, protect yourself at all times. He didn't do it, so he goes down.
From the gun, Newton. Gonna try and scramble now. And he's sacked again.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on 3rd down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on 3rd down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
Tolbert looking for a lane. In on the stop. The Saints are ready to take over now as their offense heads onto the field. Colston's a receiver in the slot. 1st down and 10. And now they're going to go with the draw play. And they tackle him down at the 37-yard line.
This is just another way when you run the draw play to see if the defense that you're going against has discipline. If they don't, draw plays work great.
Tight end in motion. 2nd and 4. The defense gets a sack.
I'm just going to give the defense a lot of credit for all these sacks they've got here today. They take him down one more time. When you got this much talent on the defensive side, you're going to sack the quarterback.
Cooks lined up in the slot. Breeze in shotgun formation. And he's going to be dropped for the sack, and they're going to be punting after a short series.
Well, that time the quarterback is sacked on the 3rd down, and that's, of course, that's bad. But the good thing is he did not try to force the football down the field and get the turnover.
What a difficult spot to be in from here. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. Now 1st and 10. And now Newton's going to take off. And he's brought down by David Hawthorne.
The Panthers did a good job that time picking up the 1st down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind just by a few points in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those 1st downs, and, you know, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
1st down here. Stewart is in the backfield. Gets away from the pressure, and he's thrown to the ground.
What a good scheme that time by the defense. They confuse the offense. They blitz. They don't know who to pick up. And how about the defender? They must love this. Coming in free and gets a good clean shot on the QB and gets a sack.
Brought down after a gain of 6 in a game where they trail. They do know they can continue to run the football if they choose to. However, they need to find a way to get back into this game in a hurry.
Well, Jim, I'd say keep running the football. There's no rule saying you have to come back in a game from behind by throwing. You can do it with the running game. I believe they can.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Defensive coordinators love this situation, don't they? 3rd and long, they can do just about anything, and it's going to work, and they stop the offense that time.
The fake is on, and they're looking to pick up the 1st. Running room. That's a gain of 10.
Panthers, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. Handoff to Jonathan Stewart. That'll stop the play right there.
And you're an offensive lineman, and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards. You are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying, we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Now on the move, an open lane. And he's going to be tackled right around the 37.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. The final quarter underway now with this snap. Tackle by David Hawthorne. This will be the 8th play of this drive. Kotchery is going to get set in the slot for this snap. Newton's going to take it from the gun. And now he'll take off. Has space. Runs to daylight for the touchdown.
Well, the defense does a good job. They get the quarterback to scramble out of the pocket. Then they forget to keep their eyes on him. They all try to cover receivers. The quarterback, what a job, takes off down the field and scores.
Out of the pocket. So they give up the touchdown, but they do not allow the 2-point play.
Yeah, good job that time by the defense. So quick and so ready for that play. They reacted very fast. That's why they stopped it.
Cadet will field the kickoff. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Saints break huddle and start their drive this time from the 25. Nickel formation here for the defense. The Saints will take the snap from the 25. Looking to the right side and throwing. Got the completion.
Saints just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down by a few points in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
The Saints will take the snap from the 45. The pass down the field by Drew Brees. Failing to complete that one, so second down here. It's a dime look for the defense on this play. Setting up screen. He's got the catch. Taken down at the 45.
You can't play zone coverage against this quarterback. He knows it's zone, and he's going to find the open throwing lane, and he gets it done.
The offense needs 10 yards here on third down after that last completion. Third down and 10. Brees is going to take it from the shotgun. Airing it out. That'll pick up the first. And finally, the offense comes through in the clutch on third down.
The Saints look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Down a couple points here in the second half. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
So first and goal to go. And Ingram's taking the handoff. Nice tackle.
When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here.
What a beating this has been as he comes to the line, hoping to avoid being sacked for a 9th time today. White's there to make the tackle. They keep fighting for every inch, every yard as they move closer and closer to the end zone.
Now this offense, they fit perfectly with the head coach. He's a tough guy. He's a grinder. And this offense, what a job here right now. They are grinding this football, like you said, right down the field.
Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown.
Gets pretty tight down in here when you got 3rd and goal. Not a lot of room for receivers to work in, but the quarterback and receiver on catch.
Here we go.
Thomas going to take the handoff now. So from 2 yards out, they get it across and secure 2 extra points. Saints ready here for the kickoff. He's not going to test the coverage this time. It'll come out to the 20. They come to the line of scrimmage. 1st down. It's Williams in the backfield from the shotgun. Getting away from the pressure. Fights through that hit. They're going to get him here for a sack.
There is nothing worse for a quarterback than have the pocket collapse. And that time it collapsed on his left side. There's nothing he can do, and he goes down for the sack.
2nd and 13. He's scrambling down. Hawthorne's in on the tackle. 3rd down now. Newton's taking off. Looking to go deep. Makes the play. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line. Both secondaries have really stepped up today, Phil.
Yeah, they have. It's so hard to be a defensive back in the NFL to cover some of the fastest runners in the world to do that. And also we know they can't touch them either, so they're having an outstanding day.
Incomplete as he was looking short. And Phil, in a close game where neither quarterback has played well, it's going to be interesting to see who steps up at the end.
Yeah, you got to know as a quarterback in situations like this that it's probably not going to get better, so you got to deal with it mentally and try to fight through it and make some plays down the stretch.
2nd down and 10. Takes off with it. The tackle by Curtis Lofton. Now looking at 3rd down. Cotcheries in the slot. Scrambling now. Just gets rid of it. Gains 11.
Big 1st down by the offense that time here in the 2nd half. They're losing a close game, and you get that 1st down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
Stewart lined up in the backfield. 1st and 10. Newton's on the move. Harrelson's able to swat the pass away.
He's such a smart linebacker. That's one of the reasons why he was able to knock that pass down that time. He diagnosed the play. He saw what it was going to be, got himself in position, and he made it happen.
Midway through the 4th quarter. The tackle was made. The Panthers have stayed with the run game today, and it's been a big part of their game plan. Stewart's been leading the charge on this front, Phil.
And they've done it many ways. They've done it with power runs, going outside, going inside.
Short run, and it's a touchdown.
I'd say this run by the offense is just, it's arrogance. They just say, you can't stop us. And they lined up and just shoved it down the defense's throat. Nice run there on 1st and goal for the touchdown.
Look at this. It's a fake. Muscles through the defender. So they get the touchdown. But they go for 2 and fail to convert.
I'll be the first to say it. That was a terrible decision to go for the 2 points. I'll give the defense some credit. but mainly the blame goes to the offensive play call.
Cadet will take this one. And the tackle is made right around the 25-yard line. First down coming up. Cooks is lined up now as a slot receiver.
Coughed up the football.
Oh, they cough up the football, and the defense takes possession. He's brought to a halt.
Well, the one thing we know about the NFL, when you have the football in your hands, they are going to attack it. You got to know that as a ball carrier, protect it a lot better.
Goal line defense on the field. First and goal from the 3. Scrambling out of the pocket. That's a touchdown. Able to take it across from just a couple of yards out.
In today's game, you know, Jim, you always have to be alert in situations when the quarterback drops back to pass. You got to think he might be able to run out of the pocket. And that time, the defense got alert for it. Nobody's there, and he scrambles in for a touchdown.
The give. Look, so put down a touchdown and a 2-point conversion on that occasion.
Yeah, good job by the offense. They executed the play perfectly, and they got in the end zone, like you said, and got that 2 points.
And he'll start his return. The Saints offense now coming out. Cooks is a receiver in the slot. The Saints from the 32. That pass incomplete.
That's what you expect in the NFL nowadays from the players, especially these receivers. They're so aggressive, so athletic. They go all out for every catch. That time, he just lets it all go. Not able to make the catch, but I'll give him an A for effort.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. Brings it into his body. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
Well, don't look at the scoreboards, which tells you you're down by a couple scores. Just concentrate on every single play and try to get another first down.
Ingram lines up in the backfield. First down at the 46. Throws to the right. Over to Graham.
Zone defense doesn't work in the NFL like it used to. Good job by the quarterback reading that zone and finding the open guy.
Graham split out wide on the left. Breeze from the shotgun. Sticks to his hands. Picks up about 2.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed a pass, but it still did not get a first down.
Offense still looking for a first after that completion on second down. Cooks lined up in the slot. Breeze in shotgun formation. Marcus Colston hauls it in.
It takes really good corners to play a defense where you challenge the wide receivers and just play them man-to-man coverage. I don't think this defense has that kind of quality corners.
Meacham's going to get set in the slot for this snap. The Saints take it from the 33. Underneath and incomplete that time.
When you see this cover 2 defense as a quarterback, you got to know where to throw the football. That time he did not make a good decision. You got to throw it sometimes deep down the middle. The safeties are not there. They're outside. He did not take advantage of that coverage that time.
And incomplete this time as Breeze can't connect.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, And when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job and effort.
Makes the catch. Touchdown. This game is tight.
Touchdown, New Orleans. What a terrible job by the defense. That time, nobody even covers the receiver. He is wide open down the field, and hey, nice job by the quarterback going through his progression. He finds the open guy and gets a touchdown pass.
He's looking to the right. Got the touchdown. Got the two-point conversion. People love to go for two in this game, don't they?
Well, they do. And you know what? Now I guess you and I just can't sit here and blast the coach for a bad decision. When you pick up the 2 points, you can't complain about what they're trying to do.
Whitaker drops to a knee, and this will come out to the 20. The Panthers are set for their next possession.
The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance. Running away from the pressure.
Good job by the offense picking up a first down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
Leading and with possession of the football, a good place to be at this point in the game. And he's taken down.
There's nothing worse to a quarterback than having an offensive lineman getting driven back in his way. That time the right side of the line collapses, and it leads to a sack of the QB.
D'Angelo Williams. He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line.
Interesting situation here for the offense. They got a lead here in the second half, but it's third and long. And I always like to say, the football is in the hands of the quarterback, so he has to be smart. If he tries to force it down the field, I do not like his chances.
And he takes off, and he's forced to the ground. 2 minutes to go in the second half. And it'll be Nortman back to punt. And it's a fake. They're running a fake. Wants to go deep. That ball has been picked off. They bring him to the turf.
Anytime you're backed up on the offensive side, the quarterback's got to be extremely careful, because if you turn it over, you're just giving points to your opponent. That time, a bad decision by the quarterback, and he throws an easy interception for the defense.
Breeze and Colston, a famous combination for years.
Every play is huge now. Second down on the way. They'll go right to the hurry-up. Won't use a timeout here. Gains 13.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Wasting little time. From the gun.
Breeze gets it to Jimmy Graham.
Coming up, third down. A huge moment. Timeout won't be used here. They'll go to the hurry.
Has his target. Graham's met after a gain of 3. It's fourth down coming up, and of course they are going to go for it here.
Yep, no doubt they're going to go for it here on fourth down. What does the defense do? Do they play it conservative, or do they take a chance and really go after the offense to stop this fourth down play?
The kick is good.
So the offense does good work to drive down the field, get in position, and kick the field goal now to tie this game in the late stages.
Yeah, and you know what's going to be fun from here on out is which team is willing to take a chance. Will the offense be aggressive? Will the defense take some chances? The one that's aggressive, I think that's the one that's going to win the game.
The Panthers are ready to take over now, and their offense heads onto the field.
They'll go with the extra tonnage here with the jumbo set. Gets it out for the completion. The Panthers will have to get to the 42 to even think about it. The Panthers coming to the line still have all 3 of their timeouts here in the fourth quarter. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. 2nd and 3. Got the burst, and he's got some space.
Now you know why guys like Vince Wilfork are so important to the middle of defenses. You need a big run stopper to stop these runs right up the middle. You either need a big run stopper or some really big linebackers to stop those runs up inside.
The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff. He had nowhere to go, and they deck him at the 16-yard line. The Panthers offense ready now to see what it can do. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. The defense gets the sack.
Well, the right side, Jim, the right tackle and the right guard, they look confused. They don't know what to do, so they just get run over, and the quarterback falls down.
Olsen's in the slot receiver role for this upcoming snap. And this will end up as a 2-yard loss.
Well, this defense all over that play. They tackled the runner for a loss. Now we're going to have 3rd and long. Advantage goes to the defense.
Stewart is in the backfield. Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun. And they tackle him for a safety. Phil, I bring up the name Flipper Anderson. Give you an idea what that team on the losing end's feeling like right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. It's the word flipper, just shorten it. It means flip. That's what I like to do you for bringing that up. But it's tough. Anytime you lose in overtime, no matter how it happens, it's going to be hard to overtime.
What a memorable game this truly was. For Phil Simms, Danielle Bellini, and Larry Ridley, Jim Nance saying so long for now, and we leave you with the GMC Never Say Never moment of the game.
What is it? Huh? What is it? What is it? 180. What is it? We got set. 180. 180. We got set. Set 180. What is it? We got set. 180. What is it? Set 180. 180. What is it? We got set. 180. What is it? We got set. 180. What is it? We got set. Black 80. What is it? Set 180. What is it? We got set 180. What is it? We got set 180. 180. We got set. 180. What is it? We got set. Set 180. What is it? We got set. 180. What is it? What is it? Ready? Get set. 180. What is it? Set. 180. What is it? Set 180. What is it? Set 180. What is it? Set. Set 180. What is it? Set. 133. What is it? Set. What is it? Set. 180. What is it? Ready. Black 80. Hey. Set. What is it? Ready. 180. Set. What are you? Set. What are you? Ready? Ready? What are you? Set. What are you? Set. Like it. Set. 180. 180. Hey, set 180. Set 180. 180.
Cover one is a man before the two. What makes cover one different, though, is that there's an extra defender who can rush, play zone, or spy the quarterback. Crossing routes.
What is it? Set. What is it? Set. You're set, ready? What is it?
Are not